So I was sent this media release a couple of weeks ago from the federal government announcing about $8.3 million in grants through the Disaster Ready Fund. The media release said that co-contributions from states, territories, and other partners will bring the funding total to about $18.4 million. Many of the works listed are in Gippsland, with Bullock Island, Locksport, Silverleaves included in $12 million worth of projects that will deliver upgraded coastal protection infrastructure. This is pretty big news, but strangely, I couldn't find a whole lot of detail about where and how the money would be spent. The Disaster Ready Fund website says works at the three sites would include vertical seawalls, revetments, and dune restoration. That's not a whole lot of information for $12 million worth of work. I immediately contacted the federal member for Monash, Mary Aldred, a Liberal, but in the 12 days since have not received a response from her. Surely she would be all over this great news. I then called the office of Federal Victorian Senator Raf Ciccone from Labor. He wasn't available, but his media people said they'd get back to me with more detail. So I decided to check in with local government. I called Basco Shire Mayor Rochelle Halstead. After all, if $18 million is being thrown about, you'd want the mayors to know, right? She told us she wasn't across the works, but would look into it. Surely Silverleaves resident Ken Haley, who I spoke to recently for a story I wrote on Silverleaves erosion, would be in the loop on where exactly the money was going. Nope. Not aware of any developments in the erosion space. So I called the office of Labor's Jordan Crugnali, who is the MP for the state seat of Bass. Her staff said they'd get back to me. I was left wondering if anyone knew anything about this $18 million announcement for disaster preparedness. It wasn't until last Friday, 12 days after first making initial contact with someone, that I heard back from Ciccone's office with more details on where the millions of dollars will be spent. Works on Silverleaves, Phillip Island, include a 250-metre long buried revetment and dune restoration to stabilise the coast and enhance natural resilience. A revetment is a protective structure built along a shoreline or riverbank to prevent erosion and stabilise the land from water damage. On Bullock Island, there will be an installation of a new 50-metre long rock revetment to reduce erosion and protect local assets. At Locksport, 4 new 50-metre long timber groins will be added to manage sediment movement and sustain beach profiles. A groin is a low wall or sturdy barrier built out into the sea from a beach to slow erosion and drifting sand. Other Gippsland projects to benefit from the Disaster Ready Fund include an upgrade of Bogong High Plains Road, $2 million, which runs from Tawonga South to Glen Valley. This will allow water to run underneath the road to mitigate against landslides and closures. Food Bank Victoria's community warehouse in Morwell and Ballarat have shared $500,000 to allow for better disaster preparation.